All right, you guys. Happy Wednesday. VIP call. Time to rock and roll. We're going to start this with a couple wins really quick before we get into the heat of business. Brett, I'm calling you out, bro. Give me a win from this week.
From this week?
Yes, sir. Give me a win.
Getting right back at it after last week's elk hunt. Hit every workout so far. So
let's go. Did you have fun on that elk hunt?
It was a good time.
Awesome. The pictures were great.
I'll say a plus. It felt easy.
There you go. The training paid off, and you've been at it for a while with me, so I love it. I love it. All right. I want another win. Who have I not called on for a while? Well, you know what, Levi. Let's call Levi. He's brand new here. Let's call Levi out, bro. Give me a quick win from the last week.
Quick win?
Yeah, quick win from this past week for you.
Just started a few weeks ago. It feels good to be back in the gym. Feels really good, more energy and everything, and feel really good about myself. So
yes,
it's awesome. I'm loving it.
Perfect. I love that, man. Thank you so much for sharing it. I'm glad that you're in here, bro. I really am. And let's just finish with Rich, bro. Give us a big win there.
I just had a solid week. I guess it felt good. I'm moving in the right directions with everything I'm working at, so I feel great about that. And fall's coming, so let's enjoy the outdoors. I guess it's just everything's good. I don't really have nothing super. I guess just I feel good where I'm at.
Good. Hey, perfect. You're in the flow, man. And I love that video message you sent me the other day of the fall colors starting to turn. That is amazing. So I love seeing my big win this week, you guys, is I love seeing some new faces on here with some of the new guys that are in here. And I love that you're here, you guys. It's a big deal. So we're going to keep transforming together. I told you guys, though, we had an announcement to make this week. So we're just going to kick it off with the announcement before we get into some teaching. It's actually, Richard, it's your announcement, right? Did I get that right, Richard? Your announcement? So, you guys, back in 2021, 2022, me and Amy used to put on some summits, some big, some just retreat style things. We haven't not done this in 4 years.
Is that who's in the video on the workouts?
What do you mean?
On some of the pre-workouts where it shows you how to do it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yes. And so we have not been doing any of these summits. We just haven't been feeling like a call to do that. We just haven't been in our own growth space. And we've just been feeling this pull to do something like that again. And
those olives in busted dish.
And, so we are looking into February of this year. So we're going to put on a summit in the Scottsdale, Arizona area.
Where I'm from.
February. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, bro. So it's the exact date, and I'll send this over in a message. The exact dates will be the 20th. Yeah, right here, right?
Yeah, but they come in.
Yeah. You'd come in on the 19th, the 20th, and 21st, and check out on the 22nd. So the plan is we're gonna get this big badass mansion style place, and we're gonna put on the Live Beyond Average 2026 Summit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things that we do on these is they're a very transformative weekend. We're going to do some really cool pieces and tangible pieces that you guys can take with you. I pulled Richard's arm off all the way from out here in South Dakota. He's going to come out and put on a culinary portion for us as well, because you guys see this dude's cooking every single week in the group chat, and it's mind-blowing. So it's gonna be things like that.
Hire you, man.
We're gonna have this culinary piece. We're gonna do some really badass hikes. There's some me and Amy have hiked some really cool areas out there, and we're gonna do some adventuring out in that area. We are going to do some really cool workouts together, and we're also going to be eating really well. We're gonna take care of all of you guys' food as well, and really just be eating really well and be taking some really tangible pieces with us. We're going to have several different what I call mastermind sessions where we're growing together, we're learning new things, and we're going to be putting these different sections of the day together for us. And it will just really be a good opportunity for you to expand where you're currently at right now. And when we get together in an intimate setting like that, where you're really have no other focus but to be pushed, be challenged in your thinking, and really just expand and learn some new things. It's amazing what happens when we were doing these several years ago. It was mind blowing, some of the transformations that were happening with the people that were coming in with ourselves. Do you have anything else, Amy, on that? I'm putting her on the spot too. I called her down here like 5 minutes ago. Like, hey, I want you in on this, just because I wanted the women to also know that this is for you too. Obviously, it's a combination.
Yeah, it's not. It used to be just men's retreats that Jordan would put on. So we are pulling myself in, so the women feel comfortable as well, and we would probably be together most of the sessions, but also separate some too.
Yeah, Amy would be hosting up some other sessions as well. So we have some really cool ideas. We've been brainstorming some really fun, valuable things that we would announce as we go here that we want to offer you guys within this. So if you are interested in this, I want you guys to send me a DM in the app, because I'll drop you more information on this this week, because this is something we're going to act fairly fast on, because we will have to rent the house that we're going to be staying at and those things. So we'll have to lock all this in here in the next several weeks. And so if you're interested in this at all, make sure to drop me a DM in the app. I'll get you more information, and we can go from there. So
what month was this again?
this is going to be in February, and probably no kids, Marie. So on this one, probably no kids, because Amy wants to get away from our kids, she said.
Well, I don't know. Baby coming?
Is the baby coming? Like, there might be two babies there. It might be Marie's baby and our baby. So the dates would be, you come in on the 19th. That's a Thursday night, or whenever your flight comes in. Me and Amy will get there beforehand. And then it'd be all day Friday, all day Saturday, and whatever time your flight would book out on Sunday. So that'd be, technically the 19th to the 22nd would be the dates, but the actual event would be a full day, 20th, 21st. So did I miss any question? I'm so bad about the chat. I just pulled it up. Okay, it's time to do it. I agree, Marie. Okay, yes, miss. Wait, what? I missed the kids. No kids. Grandparents are off. Yes, maybe I should just rent a guest house for grandparents. Would be actually probably ideal. So, okay, cool. Jordan said, I agree, Jordan. Should definitely do it. 20th, 21st. That's right, Jordan. Exactly. Okay. Any other questions on that I can just help us really quick? And we'll keep this thing moving. And if you got them, just DM me. We'll kind of start getting a head count, because it will be limited spots, obviously. It'll probably be around 8-ish, 8 to 10. So just because of house-wise, we want you guys to have a really, really awesome experience. And so that's kind of the magic number there. All right. You can stay or you can go. It's up to you.
Be in Arizona, Jordan. Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona, dude. That's one of our favorite places. That's why we're doing it there. And it's we live in South Dakota, so we don't want to be here in February for a week.
And the place that we're thinking about would obviously have a pool.
Yeah.
There would be some time, a little bit of room for some downtime, mixed in with enough activity and self-reflection and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's a really good add-on. Yeah, we were looking at places on Airbnb last night. Some incredible places. I was sending a few to Richard, and he was like, yeah, I think we dream that big. So that's what we're doing right now. We're dreaming that big.
I think the fact that it's in my hometown, it's kind of got me excited. So
there you go, bro. There you
I'm
go.
definitely going to put it in the books.
Put it in the books. It's going to be amazing. Okay, you guys, I had something planned for us tonight. I'm not going to lie. I had some teaching already lined up. I even had a presentation lined up. And I really got pulled out of that today. I got stuff planned, but you guys also know, those of you who've been here for a while, you guys know how I also am spontaneous. And when I feel that pull to teach on something else or to speak on something else, I really try to connect with that and listen. And man, today I just got hit with some things that I knew I needed to pause what I had planned and talk and reiterate on a few things that are more important. You guys know that we've been on this journey for the last several months on our identity. You guys know how important how we view ourselves, how we understand ourselves to be, how important that is on our journey. And we know that it's not just about our muscles. We know it's not about losing fat. We know it's not just about eating healthy, but the true transformation that we have in the way that we think and the way that actually makes that 18-inch journey to our heart. and how much that actually makes for a lasting transformation in our lives and the people's lives that we're in contact with every day, or that maybe we'll just run into at a gas station. And it's not that that's the goal, right? The goal isn't, I just want to transform people's lives, because that makes it hard. It makes it very pressure filled. It can make it very stressful. But when our goal is, I know that I need to be fully whole myself. I know I need to be complete myself. And then the rest of everything else starts to take care of itself. That takes the pressure off of you, because then it sounds selfish, but don't hear it that way, because that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying when our internal world can become very peaceful, that peace will radiate off of you in the world that you're around. And so as you just are remembering who you are, we're transforming into exactly the person that you know you are, or you dream to be, or that you are becoming, whatever phrase you would like to use there, the more peace that happens in your inner world that changes everything around you. And so there's been a lot of adversity with several of you in these past several weeks. And there has been in myself too. I find it really ironic that several of us were going through some of the same things. There's been loss of life in several of you guys' lives in the last several weeks with close family members. Like several of you in here have lost some really close family members in the last couple of weeks. Like that's huge adversity, some very close people. There's also been some diagnoses in some people's lives in our training group that like I don't want to agree with, that like I don't want to stand in alignment with. Like those, and there's multiple. It's not just like one person, there's multiple. And so these are some things where like it makes me pause and be like, okay, this is crazy, because just a couple of weeks ago on our coaching call, what were we talking about? We were talking about when adversity hits, when we run into contradiction in our life that makes us question what we even believe sometimes. And we can hit those really hard, and it can really throw us off, or we can pause with it for a moment. And when we can slow down, when we hit the adversity, when we can slow down, when we hit contradiction, that is such a blessing if we can reframe the way that we think a little bit here and the way that we look at that. And if we can reframe this in, man, like this is such a blessing that I'm conscious enough to understand that what I'm going through gives me this opportunity to really understand if what I believe is true. And that really is what faith is. And so when we run into that, we're like, man, like I'm really questioning this right now. It gives us this opportunity to run away or to press in. And if we choose to press in, or to like let our paradigm be shifted a little bit and open our hearts to, okay, maybe what I believed isn't quite right. Maybe what I believed needs some adjustment and changing in the way that I think. And so we have this beautiful blessing every single time tension strikes. And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, because I've had all of these messages from 5 or 6 of you and people in our coaching group with some of these really similar things. And then even in my own journey I've been very clear on like, hey, the growth that I want in serving you guys, the growth that I want in growing my business and those things. And I'm faced with this massive tension in these last couple of weeks of choices in what I really have to do in order to grow. And it's like, man, okay, well, I said I believed that I could grow it to this. And if I had all this faith that it would get there, why do I even question pulling the trigger on the next phase or taking the risk, the monetary risk of investing into the next phase? But we get in that stress, or we get in that tension, and we pause. And we can either pause and not have faith in it, or we can pause and remember exactly who we are in that moment. This hit me so hard last night. I was texting one of my best friends about this, and I really appreciate his wisdom in my life. And I was saying this out loud to him, and I'm like, man, I'm just like paused, and this isn't me. Like normally I just jump out of the plane and I build a parachute on the way down. And I said that, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm not being me. That's why I've been stressed for the last week about this. Because what I do is I make the decision and I jump. I'll figure it out as I go. I'll build a parachute on the way down. That's me. But I wasn't doing that. I was like trying to be responsible. Who does that? You guys know what I mean. I wasn't being myself in that moment of that higher accountability, this relationship and fellowship with somebody else, saying these things out loud. It helped me remember who I am. And I made that decision right after that. And it was like this instant weight lifted off my shoulders. And really crazy because it was just like, oh, I just changed the way that I thought, moved back into reality of myself. And so for you, whether you're dealing with lost family members, whether you're dealing with a diagnosis that you don't want to agree with, or that I don't agree with you, or a stressful situation monetarily, a change in job, whatever that is, like those are all tensions and things that many of us in here are facing on a weekly basis. And that's why I'm so encouraged that we're all here together and that all of you actually know this is much like we got to go deeper than the health and fitness. The health and fitness is an amazing avenue for all of us to connect and grow deeper and to accomplish amazing things. Because when you're training hard, everything flows, right? You get done with a workout or a hard run or a hard session and you're like, I'm in clarity right now. Like I feel good. You're in that high space. That's so huge. And then you tack that on and you make this connection into our pieces where we're actually personally developing. It's amazing. And so imagine some of these things that you're hitting right now, some of the tensions or some of the adversity, and think about where you're at right now. Just like take a moment and think about where your own thought process, how you are right now. And this is an exercise you can do tonight or tomorrow. And then stop and pause about, man, if I would have hit this same adversity a year ago, or 3 years ago, how would I react? How would that happen in my life? Like that's personal development. I think about some of these choices I've had to make in the last couple of weeks. I'm like, man, if I would have, this broke me 3 years ago. Like, and then I'm like, oh, like, and it really clicked with me on what personal development was. You know, when you know like a definition of something, like, okay, you can type in a definition on Webster's dictionary and get it, but you haven't lived it yet. So you only know this intellectual knowledge, but you don't have this experiential piece in your life yet. And that's how personal development was for me, ironically, because my whole life's about this with you guys. And I have this big goal of where I want my business to be and where I'm actually at. And I had to make these choices today and yesterday and last week and the week before to take the next just little step. And I thought about all the stress that it was giving me and that tension that I was in. And then it clicked. If this is giving me this much tension down here, how the hell could I handle it if I was doing all of this up here? If I think I could do this up here, this would shatter me. That's why I'm like, oh, this is what personal development is. It's literally taking that one little next step and letting ourselves become full and whole in that step in order to then take the next step. It's like literally the epitome of like, oh, you can't skip steps to get there. It's like, well, I know. But when you experience it, then it's like, oh, I would have been so broken if I would have just went from like where I'm at today. Like imagine having 70 people and going to 400 tomorrow or next month. How, like, I don't have the structure for that. I could never serve all of you guys in a way. Like, I don't have that built yet. And so I think about what I want to be, where I want to go. And then I'm like, so thank goodness I'm not there yet because it would fail. So I need to establish this. The same way you guys need to establish, hey, you know what? I'm not being consistent with my food logging yet. Okay, cool. Like I need to get a little consistent there, or I just need to be better about getting up when I say I'm going to. I've been hitting my snooze too many times. I'm not honoring my own decision. Like that is a personal development step, and we can master that, which then we are able to house and we're able to have a bigger capacity for that next step. And like, man, personal development. That's what, wow, okay. And this just smoked me today. And so I knew it was something, okay, we need to talk about tonight on the call. I'm terrible on knowing even how to properly structure a call. I'm terrible on knowing how to properly close out a call. I like to keep things deep and short for you guys. I like to go an inch wide and a mile deep. Mm-hmm. And keep it like that so you can take something tangible like this, re-listen to it if you need to, re-listen to it if you need to, let some things soak again, message me, have the conversation, and keep going. And so I'm really excited about just some of these pieces for you on a takeaway aspect of like, oh, okay, like, man, how cared for am I that I actually realize that, like, for me, this is my way of thinking, and you guys know I honor all of your guys' ways of thinking. For me, it's like, I don't feel like I'm being withheld from God because I'm not here yet. I actually have reached this place where I'm like, oh, he actually cares about me so much that he wants to develop me right here. So then he can develop me right here and then here. So when I get to here, it doesn't all crumble and I squander it all. And then I'm like, I get so wrecked from that because I'm like, that's how much he freaking cares. Whoa. And so then my mindset shifts from like, oh, I'm actually not being withheld from it at all. I'm actually being like so grace-filled in where I'm at right here. Like, and for me, that wrecks me in that. And so, you know, it doesn't really matter where any of our personal beliefs are on that. Like we can all, you know, go into this like, yeah, like, okay, cool. Like my life matters so much right here. It's really important that I'm here today in this present moment. It serves a purpose for my tomorrow to be where I'm at in this special moment for the next day. And it progresses for you. Like I'm so sure of that in each one of your lives. So that's the biggest piece I have for us tonight, you guys. 24 minutes. That's a long one for me. So you guys, is there anything, just to keep it short, I don't want to take up a whole much time on a Wednesday night for you guys. Is there any pieces that need to be added to that? Richard, I know you're off mute. Is there anything?
I just really found value in what you said and it's something that I'm going to put that in my memory bank and bring it up like instantly. Cause I really connected with it is I'm not honoring a decision that I made. Mm. And I don't know. I liked the phrasing of that. Like, okay. Cause when I look at it like that, I'm not honoring. Like if I don't honor who I am and if I don't honor my own things, then how can I honor anything else if I don't honor who I am? And how can I expect anybody else to, you know? So it's just like that hit with me. It can be something as simple as, you know, not hitting that snooze button for the third time, you know, and just being like, all right, get your ass up, honor your decision. Yes. You know, like, so
that's
yeah.
So good, Richard. I agree. That's really good. Thank you for that, man. Anything else, guys?
I want to add something. Just real quick, like just no matter what side, your faith, whatever, the world's kind of been heavy the last few weeks. So just remember to not let that get in our heads and our hearts and keep pushing. And yes, it's sometimes things suck, but like, you know, let's just remember that we have to not put our mindsets in with the groups and what we see on social media or what we see on the news. And we have to just do what's best for our immediate family and our immediate friends, you know, and just try to stay positive in a world that's somewhat negative sometimes or just pushes a negative narrative. So that's my only thing. Just stay positive, everyone.
Amen. Let's go. Anything else, guys? If not, we'll let you guys rock. Let's keep freaking crushing it. We got a big week ahead. Also, just closing it out. If you're not aware of the kind of that new shift that we have in the check-in forms, remember every other week we're rocking these written check-ins with you. Those off weeks, the nutritional check-ins. So you're getting more of these touch points with the nutritional check-ins. And so let's keep rocking that. If you have any issue, if you're having any issue with logging, make sure to reach out to me so I can help you out. I know there's a couple of you that still need to connect your MyFitnessPal. So if you need help, just let me know so I can help you out. Okay. We want to be doing that because that's going to yield such a great result for you once we can see that. Let's rock the rest of this week. If you need me, let me know how I can help you. And then let me know how this connects with you in the coming days as you're connecting with some of these pieces for you as you are growing in your own personal development. Remember, this is about your journey. That's what we're on it for. So your own personal journey is going to look different for everybody. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your night. Crush the rest of your week. Love you guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Thanks, Jordan.
Love you.
Thanks,
Thank
Jordan.
you.
You're welcome, you guys. See you later.
Bye.